A fascinating statistic: the global laptop market exceeded 268 million units by the end of 2021. That's why manufacturers of various devices are coming out with some very interesting products, such as these flash drives. They're designed to quickly and safely erase all data from hard drives. The manufacturers promise military-grade wipe and ease of use. The flash drive will come in handy in a variety of situations. For example, if you're selling your laptop and naturally want to erase the information. Understanding how it works is easy thanks to a 2-minute-long video tutorial. The device is compatible with most PCs and laptops produced after 2000 and costs a modest $47. Do you know how fast credit card fraudsters can operate? Once in the United States, a couple of thieves needed only a few seconds to pull it off. One distracted a storekeeper, while the other placed a skimmer on the payment terminal. This way, they obtained data to clone credit cards. In addition, key cards are also of interest to many criminals, such as those used in factories and large companies. Their data can be gathered with this device from a distance of up to 3.3 feet, depending on the card. There are a lot of options for data capture, and the only limit is your imagination, notes one review. Fortunately, it doesn't work with bank cards, which is why it's modestly priced at around $100. What you see on your screen looks like a good old phone with buttons. An attempt at nostalgia marketing? Well, no. This is another gadget for lovers of hacking, independence, and anonymity. This phone is compact and lightweight. It weighs only 3 ounces. However, inside it hides some very interesting features. Firstly, you can make calls without a SIM card. Just get an SIP account on any suitable platform, connect to a Wi-Fi network, and talk as much as you want. And secondly, the phone uses a very versatile daughter board. It can be expanded and turned into a music studio or an RC car. The phone has enough battery life for up to 8 hours of talk time, and the buttons are programmable. The price starts at $90. Have you lost your keys and you need to open the door in a hurry? The lock is jammed and won't open. With patience, some practice, and a tool like this, these problems can be easily solved, the manufacturer assures us. After all, you are looking at their most successful electric lockpick. The model has a 2900 mAh battery, enough for 2 hours of continuous operation. The lockpick weighs about 12.3 ounces and fits easily in your pocket. The additional needles help you practice, because the manufacturer claims that this is a professional tool whose potential is revealed through training. We don't consider the opening of Chinese locks made of plastic real lockpicking, they add. The price is $270. The Swiss Army knife for geeks, reads one review. This gadget reminds us of a video game console, but there's nothing childish about it, because it allows you to control smart home systems, as well as gates and barriers at a distance of about 164 feet, register, store and emulate touch memory keys, work with EM4100 and HID prox keycards, and control TVs and air conditioners. But this is not the full list of its features. In addition, the gadget's designed for everyday use, supports microSD cards up to 64 gigabytes, and works for up to a week on a single charge. The price starts at $119. Our compilation continues with a solution that could be used in a wide range of venues, from concert halls to classrooms. This device is known as a jammer, and it generates white noise, a signal that contains no information. Depending on the version, jammers can block GPS, GSM, 3G, and Wi-Fi signals. In addition, this device can be built at home. And for those who are not sure that they can make it, there are production models for the civilian market. One of the Chinese websites offers them for about $30. Here we have a curious watch that reminds us of bombs and detonators from Hollywood movies. It has all the usual functions of a smartwatch, with custom firmware, games, and other content available. However, the most interesting feature is the ability to check how well protected the available Wi-Fi networks are. For example, the watch allows you to simulate a hacker attack. First, you need to search for available Wi-Fi hotspots. Once you have selected the access point, you can disconnect all devices from it and create a bunch of evil twin fake access points. Plus, you can operate the watch from the computer without even taking it off your wrist or out of your pocket. The price is $50. Our selection wouldn't be complete without some hidden cameras, right? They're getting smaller and more affordable every day. These spy glasses cost around $40, and as a bonus, the seller gives you a 16GB memory card, enough to record 10 hours of video. The system inside the glasses is capable of recording at 1920 by 1080 pixels and 30 frames per second. The glasses film in AVI and automatically cut the video into 10-minute fragments. The approximate weight of the glasses is 1.2 ounces, and a charge lasts 50 minutes. The gadget's compatible with Windows and Linux, and the manufacturer is sure that it will also be useful as a dashcam or as a baby monitor. Need an even more compact option? Check out this camera hidden in a tie clip. The video resolution is 640 by 480 pixels, and the viewing angle is about 60 degrees. Durability is also a priority. That's why the gadget works in temperatures ranging from 140 to -4 degrees Fahrenheit and 90% humidity. The neutral design is suitable for both men and women. The manufacturer suggests using the device in wireless mode or combining it with portable dashcams. There are several series available on their website. The price is higher than that of the spy glasses, $200. This laser pointer reminds us a bit of the war between the Jedi and the Sith, especially since it could be quite dangerous in the wrong hands. It is powerful enough to burn a hole in a folded yoga mat or a shirt, so many reviews point out that it's not a toy and should be handled with great care. The seller writes that it's a product for hunting, hiking, and stage lighting with a range of about 5 to 6 miles. For example, the laser pointer can be useful as an alarm signal. The beam thickness can be flexibly adjusted, and different operating modes are available. As a precautionary measure, it's recommended to wear protective goggles and keep children away from the device. Do you remember that in the French Taxi movies, the main character hid his license plate from the police? The variety of these systems in real life is astonishing. For example, this is a magnetic system to hide part of the license plate and avoid getting a ticket. To hide effectively, says a review, it's enough to cover up 2 symbols, and manufacturers are very inventive. For example, they have created these metal sheets. Many magnet models are the perfect thickness to fit behind the license plate frame, and of course they can be used with a remote control. The price is around $33. These models are more similar to those in films, as they allow you to cover the number with a curtain or replace one plate with another. They're easy to install. In some cases, you only need 15 minutes, and are not very expensive. On some websites, they're available for $50. A cool gadget until you get caught, reads one user's apt review. Another system for vehicle owners. Strobe lights, like those used by the police. The characteristic red and blue lights are available in different versions, usually powered from the cigarette lighter socket. Depending on the number of diodes and settings, the price changes. For example, a variant with 4 diodes will cost you $30. Interestingly, many dealers have a rather original approach to customers. One promises a family atmosphere of warmth and romance. Another emphasizes all-weather safety for drivers and pedestrians, and offers a version that has up to 26 lighting modes, making it also suitable for municipal services. Last but not least, we have a compact computer, which some websites have labeled as the Raspberry Pi killer. Already in 2019, Raspberry Pi sales hovered around 30 million units, and it's still unclear whether the Pocket chip will reach that figure. For about $50 to $60, the manufacturers offer 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of storage, a 1 GHz processor, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, a USB port, and an AV output that can be used for a TV. The device runs on Linux and is fully portable. A battery, a keyboard, and a screen are part of the set. However, if you wish, you can buy the board separately for $9 and then modify it to suit your needs.
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.